Welcome to this week's JVA Coach to Coach Video of the Week, brought to you by NetLink Sports, the preferred court provider of the JVA.
This video will focus on a walking ball control progression that we use mostly with our Youth Academy, but can be modified for all ages and skill levels. This is our Youth Academy Level 1, which includes kindergarten through second graders. Players start at the end line with the balloon and pass forward to themselves until they make it inside the 10-foot line. Then they attempt to hit it over the net.
Keep letting it fall down. Keep letting it fall down. When you get close, set it and then hit it.
The next progression is setting themselves. As we progress through this video, we will discuss some of the benefits and modifications that can be used. As you see in Level 1, some players struggle to frame the balloon properly. In order to keep it moving in the direction they want, they must continue to move their feet to frame the balloon properly. For us, framing is the process of keeping an appropriate spatial relationship to the ball in order to be able to create the desired contact.
Hit it. Good. Hit it. Go, Andy. Go, Andy. Go.
The third progression is hitting until they get to the net.
Jump. 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 Good, Jessica. Jump. Good.
This is Level 2, which includes 3rd and 4th graders. For Level 2, we will use a volley light instead of a balloon. The first two progressions will be the same, passing and setting to themselves. Some of the obvious benefits include the physical movement, which can be used as a warm-up. They also get a good amount of touches focused on basic skills. As mentioned before, framing of the ball is something we focus on at all levels. Their platform should be away from their body with their hands slightly down to keep the ball moving forward. The younger the players are, the more they tend to swing their arms and pass or set the ball straight up, which is why we focus on them moving toward the net. For the third progression, they attempt to toss the ball forward to themselves and catch underhand as if they are passing. Then they will toss high to themselves and set to themselves. If all that goes well, they will attempt to hit it over the net. This will be a mixture of levels 3 and 4, which includes 5th through 8th graders. We will use mostly the same progression, starting with passing and setting to themselves. For Level 3, we continue to focus on framing the ball, and in order to do this, we limit the players to 3 touches to get all the way to the net. While Levels 1 and 2 are focused on learning how to move with the ball, Levels 3 and 4 will have an added focus on using proper form. Coaches will give feedback not only on framing, but also on proper technique. With this technique focus in mind, our third progression for Levels 3 and 4 are alternating overhand and underhand contacts. This prevents players from holding their platform or hand positioning together for all 3 contacts and forces them to be able to create a quality platform or hand positioning quickly. Our last progression has them passing to themselves, setting to themselves, and then hitting over the net. The next few clips will show just a few of the possible modifications. The first clip shows the possible modification if you have too few courts or too many players, and keeps the players on one side of the net so that you can run groups on both sides of the net at the same time. They will pass to themselves twice, and then back pass to the next player in line when they reach the net. These players are making the drill continuous, while lower skilled players could catch and start the process over. The next modification can also be used if you are limited on space. They will pass and set to themselves until they make it to the net, then turn around and hit back to the next person in line. If possible, that player can dig to themselves to start the process, or they can simply catch and reset. The last clip you see here has players once again using all 3 contacts and attacking across the net. There's a line on the other side of the net that is sharing a ball. If you want to make it challenging, they can dig the first contact and keep it continuous as you see here, or they could also practice loading and catching the first contact before tossing to themselves to start. As you can see, there are unlimited ways to modify this drill based on many different conditions. We hope you are able to use this idea and modify it to best fit your group.
Thank you for watching the JVA Coach to Coach video of the week.